Well, I hope you guys had a Merry Christmas. I know I did, but really, Christmas isn't over for me because today is the day after Christmas and GameStop is having a buy two, get one sale on all pre-owned games. So I'm gonna be heading to a bunch of GameStop stores trying to get the best deals possible on video games. And it's gonna be really nice today because I have like $800 trade credit right now, which I probably didn't spend more than $200 to get this $800. So really everything in the store for me right now is like 75% off on top of the buy two, get one sale. So I should be able to get some pretty good deals today. Regardless of that, let's go ahead and get started at one of my favorite GameStop locations, this standalone GameStop here in Pasadena. Oh, geez, they went up on it, but after looking it up, it actually is kind of worth a good amount now. More than I thought it would be. Not a bad little buy two, get one right there. Okay, a little bittersweet, but overall a really good purchase. Ended up picking up Dragon's Dogma 2, Minecraft Story Mode: The Complete Adventure, Job Simulator, 2 copies of Journey on the PS3, Spider-Man. This one was a surprise. Tales of Vesperia, but it's the collector's edition steelbook and it is complete. It's got everything in it, so that was a nice surprise because at GameStop, they don't charge any differently for older games when it comes to like collector's editions or special editions or anything, so this was just $8. Well, the sticker price was $8, I didn't pay $8. From Russia with Love, Medal of Honor Frontline, and finally the grail of it all, Star Wars Outlaws. No, I'm just kidding. The only reason I bought this is so that I could get the 25 off of 250 deal. It's when you spend $250, you get $25 off the entire purchase. So this completed that for me. At the next store, I'm just gonna trade this back in. So it's as if I got 10% off the rest of it. But that was just one discount. You may notice I didn't pick up that Atelier Ariza, even though it was a great buy, even at $45. They just couldn't find it. So maybe someday, if they find it, it'll be at this GameStop. So if someone really wants it, there you go, there it is. But otherwise couldn't pick it up. That's why I picked up that Dragon's Dogma 2. Regardless of all that, I basically, after I return this Star Wars Outlaws, I will have paid $140. That would turn into, I basically paid like $50 for all this. So not bad. All right, next up we got GameStop Planet X. Don't be fooled by the name. It's just a regular GameStop. It's just in a mall. Specifically, it's the Galleria here in Glendora. But today, the traffic is absolutely crazy. They've got everything coned off just to get inside the parking garage. Not really sure what's up with that. So hopefully the mall isn't too insane. Oh my God, this is like worse than Disneyland. Looks like they got rid of their retro stuff here, but I'm sure we could work out something here. Got my contenders lined up here. All right, not too bad for a mall location. Okay, that wasn't bad at all. Ended up picking up King's Quest: The Complete Collection on PS4, or Sherlock Holmes: The Devil's Daughter, Tales from the Borderlands, this one's kind of a sleeper, one of the Neptunia games on PS4, Divinity Original Sin 2, and one of the Neptunia games on PS5. All that, the subtotal was like $83, so I guess technically I paid like $25, $30, something like that, so not bad at all. All right, next up we got San Fernando's Retro GameStop. Last time I was here I got a pretty good deal, so we'll see if they can do me good this time. Another GameStop where they had something I wanted, but they just couldn't find it. So the only thing I ended up picking up was these 3 cheap games. The Sims 2 Pets, Battlefront 2 on Xbox, and Knights of the Old Republic on Xbox. The 3 of those, after trade credit discount, it was like $6 for the 3 of them, so can't complain about that. All right, next GameStop, here we go. Okay, I'm actually gonna get rid of that Battlefront 2 because the disc is kind of scratched on it and they have something better in there. All right, not too bad. Right off the rip, I ended up returning that Star Wars Battlefront 2 I bought at the previous store just because it was kind of scratched up. I only bought it to complete the buy two get one. But here, they actually had a Rayman 3D on 3DS, which it says $15, but it actually rung up as $10, so ended up returning the Battlefront 2 and getting this instead. It only cost me $1 extra, so I ain't gonna complain about that. But in terms of what I actually got at this store, I ended up picking up Donkey Kong Country on GBA. Black Ops Declassified. Raging Blast 2, which this was there last time, so it's been there for at least a month. Atelier Ryza 3 on PS5. Minecraft Dungeons Ultimate Edition. And Need for Speed Underground 2. All of that was, the subtotal was 112, so that means it was like, after the trade credit discount, $35 about. So, not too bad. All right, next up we got another retro store. We'll see if we can get a pretty good deal here. All right, I'm glad I stopped by. They ended up having some PS1 games there. I ended up picking up Abe's Odyssey on PS1, Gex 3, I needed this bad, Spyro 1, and Vigilante 8. And then I ended up picking up Madden 17 on PS3 and on Xbox 360. I guess, I mean, they were going for a little bit on Amazon before, but now they're going for like 40 bucks. I don't know what's up with that. So I ended up picking up those, and cherry on top, 2 free Pokemon cards, because why not? All that, the subtotal was 53 bucks. So I guess technically I paid like $15, something like that. So not bad at all. All right, I got a bit of a commute ahead of me now because we're going to the Sunset Boulevard GameStop. But it'll be worth it, hopefully at least, because last time I was here, I got something pretty crazy. So we'll see if they have anything good this time. All right, they didn't disappoint. Ended up picking up Need for Speed Underground on the GameCube, Sonic Riders Zero Gravity on Wii, another copy of Madden 17. And then there was a customer in there who was doing a trade-in, and the only game that they would not take is Guitar Hero Live on PS4. It's just the game only, so I offered them $5 for it. They took it, so not bad at all.
And if you heard some rumbling inside the case, well, that's because these are inside of it. Can't complain about that.
So yeah, $5 for that, and then the 3 games I actually bought from GameStop. The subtotal was $31, so it was like, I guess, we'll just call it 10 bucks. 10 bucks for the 3 of them. Can't complain. All right, next up we got a GameStop I've actually never been to. I'm getting in kind of like some of the deeper areas of LA County that I've never actually traveled to, so we'll see what this GameStop here has to offer. Oh, that used to be 30. I don't know if I'm crazy, but why is Disgaea 18 on PS5, but 40 on PS4? All right. A little annoying because another GameStop where they just didn't have the discs. Couldn't get that Skylanders and couldn't get that Disgaea 6 because they just couldn't find the discs. So ended up picking up Bendy the Ink Machine, Ghostwire Tokyo, which I don't know why this one is getting expensive, and then Monarch. So not bad. The 3 of those were 12 bucks, something like that. So not too bad. The ball is rolling. Still have not had a single GameStop today where I haven't been able to buy something. Ended up picking up Air Conflicts Pacific Carriers and Air Conflicts Secret Wars Ultimate Edition. I guess these are actually pretty desirable PS4 games. And then ended up catching that they had Crash of the Titans on 360. The 3 of those out of pocket was like 12 bucks. Can't complain. All right, haven't been here in a while. Let's see if they got anything cool. Huh? Bittersweet. If you saw in the clip, there was a PS2 gun con there. They had a really clean copy of Time Crisis 3 and the 2 gun cons that were super clean. Now, the problem is that they skewed the gun cons as PS3 gun cons. They're clearly not, they are PS2 gun cons. Now the problem is that, and this is where I thought I was gonna come up, GameStop doesn't sell PS2 gun cons. So what I thought was gonna happen was the cashier was gonna realize that, and then they're gonna shrink out the guns and just give them to me for free if I bought the game. But no, that didn't happen. I didn't get lucky. So they just took them in the back. Well, they would have sold them to me, but they were gonna sell them for what they were selling the PS3 gun guns for. So it would have been $80 for both of them, which I'm not paying $80 for 2 gun guns. That's ridiculous. I don't know what they're gonna do. Inevitably, they're probably either gonna get given away or thrown away at some point, which sucks, but whatever. But regardless of that, I ended up picking up Kirby's Dream Land, Backbreaker, another Ghostwire Tokyo, this werewolf game on PS5, I guess it's uncommon, The Order 1886, and probably a popular game right now, Sonic Unleashed on PS2. The 3 of those were 60 bucks, had a $60 subtotal, so I guess I got them for about $20, so really can't complain. All right, nothing too crazy, just kind of got one of the only Xbox One sleepers, Rush on Xbox One. I don't know why people are paying up for it, but they are. Another copy of Bendy and the Ink Machine, and Doki Doki on PS5. I guess this is like the rarest version of the game. All those for basically 12 bucks. Can't complain. All right, I'm gonna head to my last GameStop for the night. Hopefully they got some good deals. Tomorrow I will hit it hard. There's a few retro dedicated GameStops in the Inland Empire I'm gonna be going to. But regardless, let's see what these guys got.
I thought this was a bit much, but I guess it's actually going pretty high right now.
Okay, a nice little send-off. Ended up picking up the Incredible Hulk on PS3, Sonic Riders on Xbox, which I thought was too expensive at $25, but that's like not even a bad price right now. And then Manhunt on Xbox. The 3 of those essentially for like 20 bucks, so can't complain about that. We will move on to tomorrow. Okay, it is now day 2. I am at, honestly, one of my least favorite GameStops because a lot of times there's issues with their system, so I just can't buy anything. But we'll see if I can get lucky today.
Point this out. Like 2 weeks ago, this game was like $15 pre-owned. And then also, there's this one, and there's this one too. 60? Like what? What?
Unfortunately, no retro stuff there anymore, but I was still able to come out with something. Bendy the Ink Machine, Ghostwire Tokyo, and Doom Eternal, all that out of pocket, like 12 bucks, so not bad at all. Okay, before I head to my next GameStop, I actually caught a pretty good Facebook deal. Guys just selling PS4 games for 5 bucks each, but I caught 2 that are pretty good. So we'll go pick these up and then head to our next GameStop.
Let's get these games.
All right,
That ended up working out.
not bad at all. 5 bucks each. Wolf Among Us on PS4, and Skyrim Anniversary Edition. I didn't really read it closely. I thought it was the special edition, so this is even better. So both of those for 10 bucks. Can't complain.
Don't know why these Horizon games are getting so high, but I ain't gonna complain.
All right, not too bad. I ended up catching one I don't see too often, the Greyhound Incident. Another Ghostwire. This one is the deluxe edition though. I don't know if the code's been used. Probably has been, but whatever. And then Forza Horizon 4. The 3 of those for essentially $15. Can't complain. All right, I've only got like $50 left to trade credit, so this is probably gonna be my last store I can just, you know, get anything I want. Hopefully they got some cool stuff.
Haven't seen this in a minute.
All right, ended up picking up Marvel Pinball Volume 1. This is one you don't see often, but it's a good pickup. Monarch on PS5, and the grail of the Xbox One, Pixar's Rush. Don't understand why people are paying up for that game, but they are. I still have a little bit of trade credit left, so that ended up being, it was like 12 bucks for the 3 of those. Not too bad. We'll keep moving on. I think next up I'm actually gonna head off to one of my favorite pawn shops, Kirby's Pawn, and then from there we'll head to one more GameStop, and then we'll start making our way north. Awesome. There's always a deal to be made in there. Ended up picking up Donkey Kong 64, Sackboy on PS5, Bloodborne, and the real gem, Degrassi Season 3. Apparently it goes for like 20 bucks, so that was cool. Picked all those up for 40. Can't complain. Now we're gonna move on to GameStop. Well, I am now out of trade credit, so I had to pay out of pocket for all these, but still worth it. Ended up picking up everything here. Some good games here. Everything here was 222 bucks. It's really not bad at all. Also, I almost forgot, I walked back in. They ended up giving me a case and manual for Detective Pikachu because they didn't have the game, so that was cool. All right, next up, we got this Lake Elsinore pawn shop. I've gotten some good deals here before. Haven't been here in a few months, so they're bound to have some more games for me. Let's see what they got. All right, that wasn't bad at all. Ended up seeing that they had a loose disc of Skylanders Imaginators on PS4. Not bad there. And then they also had Fable 2, the Platinum Hits Edition, which this one has all the DLC on the disc, so it's worth a bit more. They ended up doing both of those for 12 bucks, so not bad at all. Now it's time to move on to GameStop. Not bad at all. Definitely was not expecting to find Gauntlet 4 complete in box, but everything here ended up getting for 140. Not bad at all. I mean, when you take advantage of a buy two get one plus their $25 off a $250 deal, which applies even if the games are free, you can really get some good deals at GameStop, and there's a lot of quality here. So not bad at all for 140. We'll keep moving on. All right, next up we got one of the dedicated retro stores. Last time I was here, I got an absolutely insane lot. We'll see if they got any good deals today. Well, it wasn't crazy like last time, but still pretty decent. I ended up picking up Crisis Core on PSP, Knack on PS4, Tales from the Borderlands on PS3. I wasn't expecting this one to actually do well. Burnout 3 on PS2 and on Xbox. Okay, and finally, Ratchet & Clank Size Matters. All of that was 41 bucks. Not too bad.
Okay, that's funny.
All right, not a bad little stack from there. Everything here was, well, it's gonna change because the only reason I got this FC25 was so that I could activate the 25 off a 250 deal. Everything here was essentially 120 after the discount, but that's only gonna happen once I return this. So 120 for all this, and then this is getting returned. We're getting a bit full here, and we still got 2 more stores, so I need to get a bigger box. Not too shabby. Ended up picking up Samurai Warriors 4-2. Yeah, that's right. Forza Horizon 2. And then another copy of Tekken 5. Not too common to see this game twice in one day, let alone once. So, I said that backwards. Moving on to the last store of the day, and it is a retro store. We will see if I can get any good deals. Well, guys, something actually came up. That is gonna be my final purchase of the day, and I really can't complain because this is an absolutely stacked amount of games. Guys, when GameStop is having a buy two get one sale, you could really work some magic here, especially if you have trade credit. Make sure you guys are trading in your absolute garbage to GameStop. And I'll see you next time.